Everybody seemed to train today. Are you a little more happy about the prospects now?
Yes, we've got the full contingent now, so everyone trained and there's no problems there. It's just the sad news which we had to deal with yesterday, really, when Frank was injured. And it's good that Jordan's been able to come in so quickly and join us, but the injury to Frank, not yesterday but the day before, we got the scan results yesterday, and of course having to see him leave the group was a sad moment. I think all muscle tears can be close. There are very few that clear up in less than 2 weeks. Mainly you look at 2 to 3, but 2 is very optimistic. So obviously it was going to be very close indeed. And the fact that we'd lost Gareth Barry, and I hadn't replaced him with another midfield player, I replaced him with Jagielka because I thought in Gareth Barry, Scott Parker and Steven Gerrard we had 3 very good players for those positions and plenty of cover in different areas. There was obviously no chance that I could take a risk again with Frank, because there could have been the possibility that he wouldn't have been able to play in at least the first 2 games and possibly the third, and that would have left me without both him and Wayne Rooney.
How do you tackle the Belgium game, Roy? I mean, I suppose in an ideal world you'd like to have put your potential starting 11 against France out, but presumably circumstances will prevent that, and other players need a run out as well, do they?
I think it's a balancing job. It's a preparation game. It's a warm-up game. It's a friendly game. I wasn't able to use a lot of the players in the last game because they played for Chelsea in the Champions League final, and we've given them an extra week's recovery, so it's pretty obvious that I want to look at some of those players in the game. As far as Stephen and Scott are concerned, I'm quite happy to continue with them in the centre of the midfield. So the back 4 and goalkeeper will obviously change, and I've got still to wrestle, if you like, with the problem, what we're going to do in the wide areas and up front, and try to get that balance right between making certain that players who will start the game against France get more time on the field, but without actually taking time perhaps from other players who I want to look at.
Just casting your eyes a little further ahead to that opening game against France, it was very much the key fixture 8 years ago when England were last at the Euros. Is it again, do you think, as far as this group's concerned?
Well, I think that we've got to accept that. I think when the seedings came out, we were up there, France with Sweden. It's a very tough group. I don't know, difficult to really, I suppose, work out the seedings in that one. But England-France has always been a very important fixture, and we've read, I think, this week how important the French think it is. They seem to think it's going to be the key match in the group. You never know those things. It's easy to have those opinions, but you never know what the key match in the group is until the group gets going. But we're looking forward to it. We know it won't be easy because the French are on this fantastic unbeaten run. Unless Estonia can spring a surprise tomorrow, it'll be 21 games. But all runs have got to come to an end sometime, and we're going to be hoping we'll be the one to bring that run to an end. Belgium itself, we think we're a very good football team with very, very good players. We've had plenty of opportunity in the Premier League in particular to study them, and we know how good they are. And I also went to watch Hazard when I was coaching Liverpool as a potential signing, so I know how good he is. And of course, this is Wembley. There's 90,000 people. It's a wonderful playing surface. So I'm afraid that whatever team we play here, we have to accept that for them, they're going to pull out all the stops to beat us and, to make a name for themselves. But having said that, we are preparing for a very important and difficult European Championship. We are happy to be there. There'll be no easy games for us in the European Championship, so maybe a preparation game, which is difficult, is just what we need at this moment in time.